This is Go Mecha Ball. We're here on Xbox Series X. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. So this is a really cool, hyper frantic kind of ball twin stick shooter. So it kind of reminds me of like pinball to a degree. Maybe like one of those old Sonic kind of pinball type things, but with like this hybridization of like shooting twin stick action. It's very aesthetically pleasing, and then under the cover is a roguelike experience where you go, you die, you come back and get more upgrades and new tools and weapons, and yeah, it's really quite intriguing. Oh, there's the quack gun! So what are we getting here? It's a 4K resolution, a very crisp, clean, colorful 4K resolution. I'm stuck in a loop there. 60 FPS, HDR support, console keyboard and mouse support. Natively, you can just plug in that console, well, keyboard to your console and have some fun if you're into that kind of thing. And yeah, it's really quite intriguing. Rapid. Oh yeah, that's great. So yeah, we've also got VRR support, which is variable refresh rate, and you just kind of go and you do these kind of crazy battles, and it's all, again, the music mixed with the visuals, mixed with the gameplay. It's quite a lot of fun, and there's a lot going on here with a good selection of enemies and gameplay styles, and it's really quite intriguing. I love twin stick shooters. I really do. They're a lot of fun. And then, you know, occasionally you get one where you're kind of like, oh, this is really interesting. I love the quack gun with this new rapid fire gun's even kind of cooler. And then you go through the vortex and you kind of like, do you want an upgrade? And the loading screen is like that old school sort of vortex kind of thing. It's really quite neat. You know, it's supposed to be like an arcade shooter type of concept, and yeah, I'd really quite like this. And then you know, in ball mode, you like smack into enemies and you get like ammo and stuff for doing it, and it's really genuinely interesting. Like, I think if you like this core gameplay loop, you could probably spend a lot of time sitting here just blasting things, and there is like a bit of strategy to it. Like this thing, you gotta like get behind it to shoot it, and yeah, this is a genuinely interesting experience. Like, there's a lot going on in this one, that is for sure. It's really quite interesting. Anyways, I'm really liking it. I've been having a lot of fun sitting here kind of blasting these weird machine things. And I was kind of like, I was doing the tutorial, I was like, oh, this is a really neat game. And I was playing a match of it, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I should definitely talk about this more, a little bit more in-depthly, and I was like, okay. But yeah, I love the idea that, you know, you're running around as this really cool kind of shooter character. Like, there's an opening little thing that gives you, like, a bit of, like, story context, and you're like, what's going on here? But, like, the game really is, it's like a duo combination of games. On one hand, you have something that plays a little bit like pinball, or like Marble Blast, and you know, stuff like that, those kind of games. And then on the other hand, it's a twin stick shooter with like a robot. And it's not like a twin stick where you move like super fast or super crazy. It's only super fast and super crazy if you're in your ball form, whereas your robot form's like you move around, but you're a little, you know what I mean, a little bit slower and stuff. It's a neat concept. It really genuinely is. Collision boost, double collision damage when denying attacks. Throw a pair of discs? Sounds good to me. And then you get these abilities, and you have new kind of styles. And it's really interesting. I can't think of other games that try to do this sort of gameplay style specifically, and I'm like, why haven't we had something like this in the past? It's also just, as I said, really well polished. Like, it's very visually clean, aesthetically pleasing. It looks great. And, you know, it is, like, obviously a top-down kind of perspective, so I guess there's a bit of a slant to it. But usually these games do allow for better detail in that, and yeah, they're definitely using the detail to their full advantage, because I think this looks great. Very happy with the visuals, and mixed in with the music and the beats and the environmental movement. It's delightfully charming. I'm really having a good time with this game. I think it's really cool. Yeah, this is actually just like a boatload of fun, buckets of fun. Yeah. And it's kind of crazy too. It's really the gameplay loop, though, I think for most people is going to be what intrigues you or doesn't on this one. Because it is really like grounded, like you have to properly move. You got to use your ball stuff. What are you, a Meor? I like the duck for the shotgun and this rapid fire gun for the machine gun thing. No, this thing could die. And it's just kind of like quick action. Like it's something you can really do in like these little combative bursts, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's really, really interesting. This thing is just killing me. I don't know why I have so much trouble with these enemies. Sometimes I just get behind them and I shoot them really easily, and sometimes it's just like not working for me. And you gotta like really earn your extra ammo too, so it's not just like encouraging you to play one way. You're encouraged specifically to do both, right? Like it doesn't feel like any side of this has like an advantage specifically over the other than the fact that you need to use both in order to actually get stuff. Ability damage increases rate of fire. Huh. That would actually be good, but let's go for ability damage increase. Not that we use a lot of abilities, but you know, we might as well. Huh. This just kind of works. Oh, we got ourselves a store. The Meower, they constantly keep giving me this one. What about this? We're just short. Is it weird that it's kind of like an aquarium sort of thing? Need a small health replenishment? Yeah, I do actually need that. Onwards! Can always find more ammo on the way, but health, it's not something you easily come across, that's for sure. Look at these designs for these environments, too. It's so cozy and interesting. Look at that! That's just got such a neat design aesthetic. This is becoming a problem. I think Glitch Weaver might be ending my life here. Kind of hoping those things would do a little bit more damage. Yeah, I keep like missing it with the thing there. Uh-oh. It's doing mega attacks. Yeah, I'm not thinking this is going so well. The quack attack is not delivering for me. Well, it's also the fact that there's all these enemies around me. There's a lot going on here. I love how stylized it looks too. Yeah, this is gonna be the end. I don't think we're gonna be able to make this. Too many secondary creatures. What a crazy battle. Like, absolutely just a crazy, crazy sort of battle going on here. Like, this is just wild. Yeah, I don't think we got this. Mainly because of all these secondary creatures that are causing problems. I know I'm supposed to use them for resources, but oh, it's just mayhem. It's just utterly mayhem. Where is this thing at? Okay, there we go. No, it was actually like a really, really good close battle. That's what that was. Holy. That was like right on the edge. I almost kind of pulled it off, but just not quite enough. Upgrades, abilities, weapons. What a time. Combo abilities, nice.